The movie kicks off on Christmas Eve with little Juliet, a pint-sized bundle of holiday cheer and bad timing. She skitters over to her mom, Jennifer, wide-eyed and convinced Santa's stomping around on the roof. Jennifer, rocking the "I'm too tired of this mom" look, tucks Juliet back into bed with a reassuring, "Santa doesn't axe murder anyone, sweetie." But oh, Juliet's spidey senses were onto something. Later that night, she hears noises again and tiptoes downstairs, only to find not-so-jolly old Saint Nick. It's Art the Clown in a festive mood. Art starts pulling out gifts, but surprise, one of them is an axe. Juliet immediately nopes out of there faster than a cat from a cucumber. She hides and watches in horror as Art creeps into her brother Jimmy's room for an impromptu game of Chop the Sibling. Next stop on Art's merry rampage, Mom and Dad's room. Jennifer wakes up just in time to catch the Axe Mask special, screaming at the sight of Timmy's room-turned-gore gallery. But Art's got no chill, and soon enough, everyone's on his naughty list. He finishes his spree with a casual snack of cookies and milk before finding Juliet hiding under the sink, because hiding from homicidal clowns is exhausting work. 5 years earlier, Officer Evans stumbles upon Art's severed head, thinking, finally, a case I can actually solve. Nope. Art's body springs to life, decides it's time for a makeover, and swaps Evans' head for his own. Because why not? Halloween needs its fashion icons. Meanwhile, at the asylum, Victoria, aka Miss Possessed, gives birth to Art's literal head, and the pair bond over a light meal of unsuspecting nurse. Victoria briefly snaps out of her demon-induced brunch to tell guard Burke, "Not my fault, Art's crazy," before promptly rejoining Team Clown. Together, they redecorate Burke's face, read "Destroy It," and waltz out of the asylum like it's open mic night. In the present, Sienna, fresh out of the psych ward, gets picked up by her Uncle Greg. She's off to spend quality time with him, her Aunt Jess, and their daughter Gabby, who treats Sienna like the world's coolest big sister. Sienna tries to recover from her trauma, but keeps seeing visions of her dead friend Brooke, looking less than fabulous after meeting Art. Meanwhile, Jonathan's off at college, putting up with Cole, his nightmare roommate. Cole's girlfriend Mia runs a true crime podcast and can't wait to quiz Jonathan about the freak show he survived. Nothing says college bonding like discussing clown Carnage. Back at the haunted Airbnb, two unlucky demolition workers stumble upon Art and Vicky's not-so-humble abode. Art's been chilling in a rocking chair like a deranged grandma, while Vicky's been marinating in the tub. Things go downhill faster than a sled on ice. Vicky wakes up and takes out Worker No. 1 with her DIY murder mirror shard, while Art redecorates Worker No. 2's face and starts gathering supplies, including liquid nitrogen, because science experiments make murder fun. Family drama and bar shenanigans. Sienna tries bonding with her family over awkward chats and stern warnings for Gabby to stay out of her super emo journal. Aunt Jess offers heartfelt support because, hey, sisters before sinister clowns. Art, meanwhile, finds his way to a bar, crashing Santa Charlie's hangout session with Smokey and Eddie. At first, it's all ho-ho-hos and cheers, but Art's idea of festive fun involves spitting drinks, peeing on Santa's lap, and eventually freezing and smashing Charlie's limbs and face. No one said this guy was good at small talk. And just like that, the holiday cheer spirals into pure chaos. Sienna decides to join Gabby at the mall, but things take a hilariously creepy turn when she hears the unsettlingly catchy Clown Cafe jingle. Before she can shake the earworm, she spots Art the Clown sashaying through the mall, rocking a Santa mask smeared in blood, waving at her like they're old friends. Totally unamused, Sienna flees the scene. Later, she meets up with Jonathan to grab some food and maybe rekindle their sibling connection. But their moment gets hijacked by Cole, the resident jerk, and his overly enthusiastic podcast-obsessed girlfriend, Mia. Mia, smelling potential podcast gold, pesters Sienna about the Art fiasco. Sienna finally snaps, yelling about how true crime fans are turning her traumatic life into a popcorn flick. Jonathan tries to calm her down later, but when Sienna mentions seeing Art again, he goes full skeptic. She counters with some deep lore about their dad's spooky demon drawings, which apparently were a thing. Determined, Sienna decides to retrieve her mystical sword because, let's be real, it's her go-to solution for psycho clown problems. Meanwhile, Art is out living his best and worst life. Decked out in Charlie's Santa costume, he auditions as the mall Santa. He even hands out gifts to kids like a deranged Oprah, but mall security is not having it. Things escalate quickly when one of the gifts turns out to be a bomb. Boom. Chaos. Back home, Sienna catches Gabby red-handed, reading her journal despite explicit warnings. Gabby apologizes, but Sienna denies her scribbled fears about Art like it's no big deal. That is until she hears the news about the mall explosion, complete with a Clown Night eyewitness description. Cue panic mode. Art, meanwhile, decides to swing by Jonathan's college, just in time to overhear Cole and Mia plotting podcast content in the dumbest place possible, the shower. Art, with his signature flair for dramatic timing, interrupts their steamy brainstorming session by smashing through the glass and doing what he does best, chainsawing his way into horror infamy. Let's just say Cole and Mia don't make it to episode 1. At Sienna's house, things take a turn for the ridiculous and macabre. Art and Vicky, in their usual over-the-top style, have already redecorated with Greg's severed head as a Christmas tree topper and his disemboweled corpse as some kind of festive nightmare centerpiece. They gleefully tie up Sienna and Jess, monologuing like villains with way too much time on their hands. Gabby, terrified but resourceful, manages to distract them by asking if Sienna can open a gift first. It's not just any gift, it's the sword. Even with maimed hands, Sienna uses it to turn the tables, stabbing Art and going full action hero. She even beheads Vicky in a move that screams, "I've had it with this nonsense." But in true horror fashion, Vicky's blood pulls a surprise by opening a portal to hell. Naturally, Gabby gets sucked in. Sienna tries to save her, but the sword isn't up for multitasking, and Gabby falls in, leaving Sienna devastated. The portal shuts, Art vanishes, and Sienna magically heals up, swearing to bring Gabby back from whatever clown-infested underworld she's stuck in. As for Art, he's on a bus to who knows where, giving a fellow passenger his classic creepy smile before honking his horn like it's his personal punchline. What would you do if you saw Art the Clown in the mall? Run for your life or try to out-creep him? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. See you next time.